Hello everybody and welcome to our first Halo Flashpoint list building video on the channel here. This is something new I'm kind of trying out for the channel. I've done list building videos before for other games, notably Marvel Crisis Protocol, but I haven't done one for Halo Flashpoint yet. But with the ODST box dropping recently, I've been playing around with the list builder a lot more, and I've been finding building lists for this game is really fun. I think there's a lot of really interesting things you can do with it. So I thought it could be interesting to try out. We're going to do maybe an episode or two of this, and if you guys are enjoying it, we'll pump out some more of them. And for those of you who were a fan of the Marvel Crisis Protocol side of this series, I am considering bringing that one back as well, so definitely stay tuned for that if you're also a fan of that game. So for today's list building video, I want to play around with double legends. I want to put Chief and Dare in the same list. And the logic behind this is that Chief really likes good special orders, and Dare has this Tactician too, which obviously is really good just out the gate. But then she also has her special order here, which is, where is it here? Your orders have changed. So you have to have Veronica Dare for this, but basically she gets to use a special order result to change 2 of your command dice to any result. And yeah, it turns out that could be really nice with Chief, being able to be like, you know what, this scenario, this turn, we need lots of movement. Let's just turn 2 of those extra melees into extra movement or something like that. I think is really good. So yeah, that's kind of the idea. We're going to start with that. We're going to kind of go from there. So we have to include your orders have changed. Of course, we're going to need one-man army for the Chief. It's what lets him use multiple special orders, or rather command dice. And then we are going to take Snapshot as well, just because I really like it with specifically Chief, but really anyone with any sort of frag or rapid fire weapon. And then, of course, we're going to be adding Dare. I'm going to hold off on the combat knife for now. We'll add it later if we feel it's necessary. And, of course, we're going to add Master Chief to the list here, too. So we got 90 points in Chief. We got 40 points in Dare. Our special orders are bringing us to a total of 135. Now, before we go too much further in this, I do want to kit out Chief with a weapon. He do indeed need one. The energy sword is great, but I personally really like to run Chief with 2 things. First of all, a little bit better movement. Now, there's an argument for the grapple shot, and there's an argument for the thruster here. The thruster is going to be a little less universal, but is a couple points cheaper. For now, I think we'll go with the grapple shot, and it's kind of something we can come back to if we want. But I think having that extra movement on Chief for when you don't get enough movement dice, even with Dare in the list, is really helpful. So we're going to throw that in there. I love a grapple shot on Chief. I think it really helps him zip around the battlefield. And then as far as weapons, I like to run Chief with explosive weapons. I find that works really well. Running him with frag weapons gives him some displacement because he has no problem murdering things with his energy sword. He's fantastic at that. So giving him something that has displacement just feels really good for him. Now, following the points update, I used to run him with a fuel rod gun, but now everything's a little bit more expensive. Following with the points update, personally, I've been kind of eyeing the Hydra with him. I haven't really had a chance to try it out yet, but it's frag, it's got ESD and lethal, so it can still take things out, and AP1. But frag 4 should most of the time be more than enough to be displacing models that you're trying to hit. So yeah, I think the Hydras are going to be where we go with that. Save some points on that versus a more expensive weapon. So we're going to go ahead and save that. That's going to add 12 points, actually more than 12 points to our list because we had some other special orders that weren't being factored in there. So we're at 163 points out of our 200, which means we have less than 40 points to play with for our remaining models, which is why at this point I think this is going to be a ODST heavy list rather than a Spartan heavy list, although Dare doesn't actually count as an ODST. So yeah, from there we have a few options for what we want to do here. I do really want to push Tactician. I want to make sure we get lots of them. Now, of course, we know these Spartans don't work nicely with the ODST captain, but the second lieutenant, they do work nicely with him, and he's only 28 points. So yeah, I think we can pretty safely add him into the list here, and he's got a pretty decent fight skill, so I am going to bring him in with his combat knife. Totaling 30 points, I think that gives him a reasonable melee option. And yeah, he seems like a pretty solid addition to this list. He leaves us with enough points to give him a weapon as well. And I'm probably thinking another explosive weapon, maybe another Hydra. Could be another Hydra, or I could go a different route. I could give him something with rapid fire because Chief doesn't have anything with rapid fire. That'll be really good for those objectives where you need to be able to drop things. And potentially that leaves me open to maybe kit out Dare or put some other things in there. And I think I like that option better, so we're probably going to go that route. So one of the weapons I've found that I think is a little bit underrated is the Disruptor Pistol. It's a 3-point weapon, range 3, ESD 1 with rapid fire. And rapid fire is just a really good objective weapon in this game. I think it's fantastic for just being able to be like, hey, that oddball, you dropped it. And yeah, energy shield depleting is also useful. I mean, you can soften things up for Chief to go in and kill, because at the end of the day, Chief is probably going to be the only model actually doing murder in this list. So for only 3 points, I like that a lot. It's going to leave us with, what, 4 points left to play with. And I think with those remaining 4 points, we could go into some more equipment here if we wanted. I don't hate that idea. We could put a grenade, like a frag grenade on someone. That would actually be kind of nice. Other options for 4 points, what do we kind of have here? So the disruptors obviously our cheapest weapon. Are there any other weapons that are 4 points or less? Not really seeing anything. Everything kind of looks like it's in the 5, 6, or the lowest numbers I'm seeing here. So yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards a frag grenade for this. I think that just kind of makes sense. Um, yeah, I think that's solid. We're a little shy on doing a plasma. I mean, theoretically, we could switch our grapple shot down to a thruster and do a plasma grenade, but I think I like this better. I think putting the frag grenade out there kind of gives us that option, especially on our respawns, to kind of be able to decide, okay, do we need, at the start of this game, are we going to give, probably Dare is going to get the frag grenade, and then the second lieutenant's going to get the disruptor. Although initially I was kind of thinking about the opposite way around, so it's kind of interesting how that's unfolded a little bit. But yeah, I think I like that. I think I like those two weapons for those two models, and then based on the scenario, you can kind of use them however you need. So you get a little bit of extra positioning disruption with the grenade, and you get a little bit of extra ability to drop objectives with the disruptor. And then of course Chief can do both. He can murder things to drop objectives, or he can disposition things with the grenade, or with his Hydra cannon. So we go ahead and save that there, and we're at exactly 200 points. We have Master Chief Spartan Legend leading the charge. With him, we also have Captain Veronica Dare and the ODST Second Lieutenant. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Tactician. You're going to be rolling 8 command dice. You're going to be able to re-roll 6 of them, save 6 of them between rounds. Chief's going to have all the dice in the world. We've got the combat knife in the Second Lieutenant, giving him a little bit of melee capability. And then we brought the Disruptor to be able to drop objectives, and the Hydra to be able to launch people off of them. For equipment here, we have the grapple shot. This is basically exclusively Chiefs, and the frag grenade, which is going to be really, really good for the rest of the squad. As for special orders, we brought the snapshot special order. I like that with Chief, especially just being able to kind of be like, oh, you're coming into melee, I'm going to blow up this cube and see what happens. Chief's probably going to be fine. He's got pretty good defenses, but whatever's charging him is most likely going to be displaced out of the way and pinned, which feels real, real good for him. One-man army, basically mandatory with Chief, and then your orders have changed. I mean, that's kind of the whole point of the list, so we're going to have that in there with Dare. And then, yeah, that's it. There's no other special orders or anything like that. One of the reasons why I kind of like Flashpoint list building is that it's pretty simple. You only have a few models, you only have a few upgrades. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with this list. This is definitely something I could see myself bringing to a tournament or something like that. I'm going to have to try it out a couple times. Unfortunately, here in the frozen lands of Canada, we haven't got the ODST box yet, so I haven't been able to put Dare on the table myself yet. But definitely excited for when she drops, and the rest of the ODSTs, of course. So yeah, really looking forward to trying this list out, but definitely let me know what you guys think down below. How would you guys approach this differently? Would you guys do different weapons, different third model, anything like that? Always curious to hear what you guys think. But that's going to do it for this one, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this first Halo Flashpoint list building video. If you did, definitely do drop a like down below. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. We do Halo Flashpoint and a bunch of other Wargame content all the time, so if you're a fan of any of that sort of thing, feel free to jump on in. And yeah, let me know what you guys think of this as a series. Is this something you guys are going to want to see more of, or are you guys kind of not as interested in the list building side of Flashpoint and you kind of just want to see gameplay? Definitely let me know what you guys think. But that's going to do it for this one either way. So until next time, have a great day, everybody. Peace.